Sibutha. She used to wake up every morning at 6 o'clock. She brewed coffee for herself and her husband, then fed the chickens and swept the yard. Now she wakes up when the nursing staff quietly turns their backs and puts her in the wheelchair. It is 8 o'clock. Breakfast is at 8:30. Always the same tea, always the same white bread. Her name is Elizabeth, but here in the home, they call her Mrs. Mertens. She is 87 years old and has been living in the senior home for 3 years. Her hands tremble when she brings the spoon to her mouth, but her mind is still clear. Clear enough to feel how much life has been taken from her, quietly, piece by piece, like a dress that was taken from her shoulders without asking. She had 3 children. The eldest lives in Frankfurt, the daughter in Hamburg. The youngest, he has never contacted her since she came to the home. At Christmas, the daughter sometimes sends a package. Inside are socks and chocolates, always the same. Last year, Elizabeth cried when she opened it. Not because she was happy, but because she realized that her daughter no longer knew that she was diabetic. In the common room, the television is on. Loud. Always loud, because many here have poor hearing. But she hears well. Too well. Every sound, every groan, every discussion about diapers and medications. Sometimes she longs for silence, for real silence, like she knew it in the fields when the fog crept over the meadow and only the soft rustling of the trees could be heard. She rarely receives visitors. They tell her that the grandchildren have so much on their plates. Studies, work, travel. Once a month, a volunteer comes, a young woman with red hair. She reads from the newspaper. Elizabeth thanks her politely, but what she really wants to hear is not a headline, but a voice that says, "Grandma, I love you." Once she fell out of bed at night. She lay on the cold floor for hours until someone found her in the morning. She hadn't broken anything, but something inside her broke nonetheless. Since then, she often looks out the window. There is a bench in the garden. In the past, old couples sat there, hand in hand. Now no one sits there anymore. She calls it the bench of the forgotten. If young people knew how loud loneliness can become, how heavy a day can be when you are waiting for no one, perhaps they would call more often. Perhaps they would send fewer gifts and more time. Because time is the only thing she can no longer buy.